Hey guys, Illumi here. Big thanks to Selni for submitting the background of today's story. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The book. Back in 2002, I had an experience that affected me deeply. I lived in a bustling city in Malaysia. I was still a student, and let me tell you, I was not having a good semester. I failed my exam, and things weren't going very well in my personal life. I was pissed at the world. I was so pissed that I stopped doing something that I had always done before. Pray. You see, I come from a background of faith and prayer, so it was very uncharacteristic of me not to pray. Just as bad, I didn't wear my talisman. Needless to say, I lost my faith that week. The bad drama didn't stop. My cousin visited me with her maid that week, and somehow, I caught the maid skipping work in order to have a relationship with the shop vendor. She definitely had a grudge against me. Lucky me. One night, I couldn't fall asleep because I was in such a terrible mood. Eventually, I dozed off to sleep. Without realizing, I had fallen asleep, and then I flinched. There was a tightening at my throat. It tightened so badly that I coughed. After a minute, I woke up and ate some of my favorite sweets and just went back to sleep. For the next 3 nights, the tightening got worse. On the 3rd night, I started to feel the tightening, so I reached for my sweets again. I couldn't find them, so I reluctantly opened my eyes. Right next to me, there was a silhouette. It was a silhouette of a girl with both her hands stretched out to my neck. What do I do? What do I do? My parents were out, not knowing what to do. I screamed. The silhouette didn't move at all. With every ounce of my strength, I sat up. The silhouette still didn't move. Instinctively, I looked for any holy or religious item. There were none. I looked to my side again, and I saw the outline of a form with a face. It was pitch black, and its hands were still on me. Somehow, I knew it wanted to hurt me. I fumbled my hands when I grasped a leather-faced object. I quickly grabbed it and put it up to my face. It was a crumbled up orange book, autobiography of a yogi. I looked at the object and immediately presented it to the female silhouette. "Protect me, Yogananda!" Upon my words, the silhouette pulled back into a small black cloud and went poof into nothing. In shock, I clasped Yogananda's book in my hands. I ran to my home altar with my talisman in hand. I still don't know who or what attacked me that night. The day after, my aunt smudged my home. It turns out, the night before, there was a funeral for a girl who had just passed away in my neighborhood. I don't know if it was her or the maid who had a grudge against me, but I do know one thing. The experience led me to find my guru, whose book has been at my bedside every night since. Now, I take it with me wherever I go. Accordingly, I'll end this story with a quote. "A picture is a picture, or it can be a protection based on our intention."